Hey guys. Yeah, I've been just experiencing like a lot of um, healing, like on the left side of my heart chakra, near the physical heart. Um, and it's kind of like a lot of stuck energy there. A lot of there's some places gripping in that area. And it's like bringing up a lot of different identities that are maybe getting frustrated or impatient. Places within me that just want to make it change right now, that want it just to like open and relax and energy to flow through, because it can be kind of uncomfortable, like a blockage, just like energy is just like not able to really, or it's just like just a little bit's going through, not feeling that full flow. And so yeah, my journey with it has been just surrendering the parts that are in a hurry, that want to get somewhere else, that are in resistance to what's happening in my heart. And actually what's happening in my heart is one of the deeper reasons for it is just to expose to the consciousness, to my consciousness, where I'm still in a fight with life, where I still want to be in control, where I'm still in separation, where I don't trust life, where I'm wanting to push, where I refuse to let go. It's like it's like flushing all these identities to the surface. That's what any thing that's really difficult will do for you. It'll flush to the surface everything within you that's in resistance to life. It'll flush to the surface like emotions that you've suppressed, difficult sensations that you've tried to run from. And there's so much intelligence in what I'm going through because I can't run anymore. I can't work right now, not yet. So I can't make money. I'm just really physically pretty weak still, although I'm getting stronger. I've been doing some yoga, it's been great. So like I've been cornered, and maybe some of you can relate to that, like this getting cornered. And that can be so painful, right? But ultimately it's a gift. It's like God's just trying to liberate you from personalities that are fighting with life. Anything false, you're cornered into meeting all of yourself. I've been running from these feelings for a long time. Because I would just get gripped by them and go into identification with them, And now I can't do that. And it's almost like now there's a space big enough to actually see them for what they are. They're just pain, It's just a part of me that's in deep pain, and it's like the most tender, sensitive part. So it's really quite a gift to learn to be able to let go instead of be in reaction to something. When something comes up, to just almost drop it in a way, like just almost like this continual dropping of what's false. Continual letting go. And when life corners you, it's like not trying to hurt you, it's just trying to clear you out. Like when life, like whatever, like I'll use myself as an example. I'm cornered with this health thing, feeling weak, whatever. It's just trying to empty me out of all these places within me that are in a big fight. It's just trying to illuminate what within me is in separation. It's just trying to bring me home, you know? It's just literally trying to clear me out so that I can rest even deeper in what I am. So it can feel downright brutal when we're in it, when we're having to feel these feelings that we haven't wanted to feel, that we haven't felt capable of feeling. When we're having to let go of all these identities that we felt like were who we were, that we felt like we needed to keep us safe. It can feel brutal, but it's such a gift. There's like a divinity in the middle of all of it. It's just trying to like slow you down. Just trying to calm you down. Some of this trauma that's so deep in your body, you have to get so slow within and so calm and so peaceful, so tender. You have to start to really embody these qualities for this trauma to actually release. So this trauma is like your teacher. This trauma that's super deep in. 8 years on the path. It's like the trauma that, you know, I've done everything I could not to feel, consciously and unconsciously. Sometimes you don't even know it. I've been such in this belief of like, I definitely can't feel that. What's going on in there? That's something that'll kill me. That's kind of been my unconscious belief. But God in her worked her magic in such a way, like now I have to be with it. Now I have to go through this darkness. And like Robert Frost said, the only way out is through. So when you're cornered, it's like God's trying to help you go through it so that you can be free. So you don't have to keep running from it unconsciously and repeating the same patterns that aren't working and that are causing suffering and that are causing misery. It's like God's trying to free you, break you free from those patterns by liberating you from all these energies, all this repressed emotional pain. So she'll use like a health thing or a circumstantial thing, or the big three are like financial, relationship, and health, and maybe you get hit with all three at once. That is what happened to me recently. But she does this like it's benevolent. Because she wants us to be empty and pure and to know our true nature and to rest in our true nature and to be at ease and to be trusting and to be allowing. And so this trauma is like, this is how it teaches us to be those things. Because the trauma is saying, I need you to be allowing, I need you to be relaxed, I need you to be trusting. I need you to attune with the deeper rhythms and to harmonize with the deeper rhythms of life, of the universe. So she's trying to attune our conduits, our bodies, our energy fields. She's trying to attune us to a deeper peace. And if we have all this repressed emotional energy in us circulating through, it's going to be hard to do that. So she's like, what do I need to do to help this person feel that? And they're doing everything they can down there not to feel it. Just as like kind of like a little way to picture it. Maybe for some of you, let's take that job away. Let's take that relationship. It's just like, life is always like, how do I help them get free? How do I help them experience their divine essence on earth? It's like, it can feel brutal. It can feel like we're being punished or something, because she's so relentless in wanting us to be free. And she'll do anything to help us be free, because getting free is worth everything. Getting so many chills. It's like the biggest gift you could experience on earth is becoming free of all this repressed stuff in your body. Getting free of all these beliefs and identities. Getting free of believing your thoughts. So even when our circumstances look hopeless and we feel cornered and nothing's changing on the outside, it's like she has us right where she wants us. This is called fierce grace. Like she's got us where she wants us so that we can feel all this stuff, so that we can release all of this stuff within us. And you'll start tasting it. There's times when I've been in this health thing for the last 2.5 months plus that I've looked up and said, thank you so much for this, because it has illuminated to me so much of my separate self that doesn't trust life, that's fighting, that's, still in limited beliefs. It's illuminated to me so much of where I move from fear and scarcity still. It's brought up my deepest traumas in my body. Maybe added some fresh ones. Sometimes it's like that, and that's okay. But let your pain be your teacher. Let life, however it's manifesting for you, let that be your teacher. Let life bring you back to yourself. And to come back to yourself, you might have to face a lot of darkness that's in there, that's in your body. It's pretty amazing to me how much darkness is still left in this place in my body. But it's like we have the strength to feel it now. We have the strength, we have the awareness to be with it. And I'm talking to you too. Maybe your biggest wounds are coming up that you've been, maybe lifetimes trying to be like, nope, not this time. Trying to create a life around our deepest wounds that feels okay, right? That's actually like a manifestation of like the wound itself though, of like, oh, I'm going to create this life and that's going to make me feel worthy, lovable, safe. But if we just digest this wound, we'll just feel those things no matter what, and we won't need outside circumstances to reflect to us anything. We'll just feel safe. We'll just feel what we are, which is love. We'll just feel deep self-acceptance. We'll just feel ease no matter what. And then we can move through life with those things as a given, with those things, they just are. And we don't need external circumstances or others to help us feel those things, because we just know those things will just be emanating within us. And that's already here a lot, but it's going even deeper through this health crisis. We're always going to be kind of taken to the next level. Like I felt like I was pretty damn free before this happened. And then life's like, let me show you how much freer you can actually get. Let me show you where you're still in avoidance of yourself, where you're still pushing yourself away. Let me bring up all these places within you that need to be met with love, so I can show you how much freer you can eat, how much more free you can get. And so we're always going to be challenged because we're in an evolutionary reality. I don't care where we've ascended to in our consciousness. We're always going to be given she's always going to do us the favor of exposing to us where we're still in separation with her, with life, with the divine. She's always going to be doing that for us until we're truly all the way home. On all levels, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, but also in the body. And this has brought me back in my body. Like, holy shit, it wants to go all the way in to the body, this light, this enlightenment. And hallelujah. Hallelujah for being a conduit for the divine to transform this animal body into a divine body. Hallelujah that she wants to come in and into my cells, into my bones. That this body can finally feel rest, a deep rest, the rest of knowing its true nature. The rest of oneness. That this body can become enlightened, that this body can know oneness. My God, what a gift. Can feel horrid, can be brutal, like I said, can be really dark. But it's a journey worth taking, and it's a journey we're all on. Someone will say, so pack up your stuff, get your flashlight, and keep walking. Keep walking, even when the trail's icy and cold, and you hear bears growling in the distance. Keep walking. Because you're walking to something incredible, to something that your mind can't even know it. You have to experience it directly. You're walking towards liberation, towards God, towards knowing yourself as that which you aspire to, in a sense, like to knowing yourself as love, as peace, as wholeness. Almost brings a tear to my eye, how much I deeply feel this for myself and all of us. We're walking to our true self. Who cares what your life looks like? Your life just looks the way it looks so that you can feel what you need to feel. It doesn't matter. When you get all the way free of this stuff, you won't care about that near as much. It will more or less just be, how can you serve life? How can you serve life? We want our life a certain way so we can get that validation and all that stuff, But when you really clear out of the separate self and everything that's causing you suffering, you just see life for what it is. Divine perfection, beauty. You see beauty in everything. It's like there's a simplicity that starts taking a hold. Like life just becomes incredibly profound, but it's so simple too. That's like when the mind starts to fall away, things just become, it's like just this. And there's deep rest there. We're not so pulled by our thoughts. All these little identities that want certain things out of life and don't want other things. It's like when all that stuff just gets washed away through the darkness and the pain and the getting cornered and the release of, and how all that stuff just gets released, when it all just is like washed away, there's just what's left. There's just peace. There's just what is, which is love, which is God, which is oneness, which is unity, which is ease, which is rest. Just rest, deep rest in every moment. It's here. That's who you are. It's always here. And she's taking you there. And we all have a very unique way to go. It's all very similar, and the textures can be quite relatable. But she knows exactly how to get you home to yourself. So trust it. Trust what's happening. Trust that it's magic happening for you, even when it feels like hell, even when it feels like too much or overwhelming. Trust that it's magic. And that's for your highest good. And that you're going to look back on it and say, thank God that happened. Thank God I went through that health thing, that relationship crisis, the financial crisis. Thank God I went through that, because look what it took from me. It took things that were false. It took things that were false that I no longer needed. And look what it gave me. It gave me so much peace, so much inner freedom, so much spaciousness, so much flow, so much love, so much creativity, so much inspiration, whatever. A lot of us, it's just like so much rest. It's like, look what it gave me. It gave me my true self. It gave me the realization of oneness. Those things, billionaires would give all their money 10 times over for those things. You can't put a price on these things, You'd give everything for them. Anyone would, when you start tasting them for real. So this is a treasure. You've struck gold. You've struck gold. If you're watching this and this is resonating, you've struck gold. This is a lottery, the jackpot lifetime. You couldn't want anything more than what you're walking towards. Because when you get there, in a sense, nothing more will ever be wanted in the deepest sense, right? You'll still have a human life, and maybe you'll still want kids or whatever, but in the deepest sense, you will feel like, yes, this is it. This is home. This is what you were wanting. This is what the mind was wanting the whole time through success and that relationship and love and maybe the sex and whatever the thing it was chasing. It was wanting home the whole time. It was wanting wholeness the whole time. You've just been wanting yourself the whole time. Capital S self. Okay. Well, we got back in a flow today. Hope this helps. Much love. Take good care.